Welcome back to our quick tips video. Today, I'm going to be talking to you about how to do product design in order to be able to grow through user acquisition. That's right, without having to spend so much money on marketing, salespeople, whatever you want to call it. Today, we're going to be talking about the 3 tips that will help you gain more customers strictly through acquisition. All right, tip number 1 is to avoid churn at all costs. You do not understand how expensive churn truly is. If you really want to consider it this way, think of it as opportunity of revenue lost plus the acquisition cost of getting that customer in the first place. So you're actually spending twice as much money losing customers than you are actually gaining one customer. Managing your churn is going to be the key to your success as a startup founder. So focus on that churn. You want to reduce it. Now, there's multiple ways of doing it, right? There's ways of managing your churn. One is truly understanding your user and understanding why the current ones that are turning, why they are turning. So you can either better your product, or it could be something down from the sales department, right? It could be product. It could be your customer success team. It can be so many different things. So what you need to do is understand where the problem is and really try to solve that problem. Don't band-aid it. Band-aid will never help you because of how fast software scale. It's also a detriment to your band-aids because as soon as you put a band-aid on it, it'll get ripped off within a couple of months. So you need to focus on solving the problem. You can band-aid short-term, but solve for the future. Don't solve for today. So understand, is it sales that's maybe selling the product incorrectly? Is it marketing that's targeting your customers incorrectly? Are you getting churn because no one understands your product? So is it a product design flaw? Or is it going to be a customer success issue? So you need to truly understand where in the pipeline of that user journey the problem is and solve for that. And I know that's not truly a product design, but it is the number one thing to user acquisition growth. I hope you guys understand, because when a happy customer is a happy customer, guess what happens? Word of mouth marketing. That is the best kind of free marketing you can possibly get. So fixing your churn, even though it's not product specific, it could be, but it's not specific to product, that will help you guys grow significantly. Tip number 2 is optimize your onboarding process. You would be surprised from how many people actually drop the ball on the onboarding process between sales being finalized and someone signing up and someone using the platform. The biggest thing I'll tell you right now from a product design perspective, understand the user journey. Understand what that user's success looks like and make sure that they have success within the first 2 to 3 to 4 weeks. No more than that. They should feel success as soon as possible, whatever that success means to them. So if you're building a software, for example, HR platform, you want to make sure that their success factor is easy onboarding of all their employees, for example. If that's a success to them, make sure they hit that as easily as possible. Talk to the product team, talk to your current customers, listen to them and understand, hey, when you were trying to see success when you first signed up with our platform, what was it? Give them a $100 gift card. It is worth more than $100 for you to understand why your customers churn or what they see as a success factor. So make sure you're spending the adequate amount of money to understand your current customers just as much as you're spending money on bringing new customers. I know it sounds counterproductive in terms of taking money away from sales and marketing to understand your current ones, but I promise you, the happier your customers are, the faster your user growth is going to be, because they will tell all their friends. They are in the small communities that you can never be. So if you're selling to a business, that business deals with his community of business people all the time. If he loves your product, he will tell all of his people that he loves your product. That is a guarantee. So word of mouth marketing, you may not be able to spend money on it, but you can definitely spend on it on onboarding and the understanding of your customers' churn and solve those pains. And I promise you, that is spending money on word of mouth marketing. And tip number 3 is to leverage viral and referral marketing. That is probably the best way to do it. Dropbox famously did this with you know, if you shared with someone and someone signed up, they'll double your data or how much storage you get. These are all really good tips. For example, you'll see it with emails. If you sign up for Outlook or whatever, it says sent by Outlook on the bottom of your email until you change it. Those are all things to basically get the name out there as much as possible. So when you're working on the product design, I want you to work with your engineering team and figure out what kind of things can you do or add to the product so that people can get more exposure to you, more exposure by sharing you, or simply getting their friends to come on board with you. Because at the end of the day, even if you're gonna spend $20 and give each of them 20, that's $40 spent. How much are you truly spending in marketing per acquisition? So if it makes sense and you're gonna get a guaranteed customer that way, that is the best way in expanding your product. Because listen to me, and I will tell you this right now, everyone will do something for their friends as long as they get something in return. That's why when you're doing DoorDash, for example, they were willing to give you $20 and them $20 because it becomes a win-win-win situation, okay? Understand that viral marketing also includes spending money. So, but spend it in the right ways. Spend it on referrals, spend it on growth, and you will be more than happy with your results. Because at the end of the day, you have a user network that is willing to go out there and vouch for you and tell people, hey, you should sign up for this. It's great, I'm using it. So utilize the network you already have. Don't forget about them. Again, this goes back to the churn. This goes back to finding out user success. You'd be surprised how much you can leverage to scale your user acquisition by just leveraging what you already have within your platform. So make sure you focus on growth internally before you are so focused on external growth. Now, remember, all of these tips are great, but you're gonna have to understand your customers inside and out. If you haven't noticed with churn, if you didn't notice what I said about onboarding, and finally referrals, you have to take an inside look first. You have to understand who's your customer, what will they do to help you grow? And once you have the answer to that, you will grow exponentially. Because at the end of the day, your customers are already in orbit with all your other potential customers. So get them to bring that orbit inside, bring it towards your product, and you will have nothing but success. Thank you all for watching. Another great quick tip that I have for all you startup founders. If you have any thoughts or comments, please leave them down below. Otherwise, like and subscribe and share with anybody that you think will have great value from this. Until next time, Korner out.